Well, hello once again. I can't resist. I got a comment on this whole COVID virus thing. Aim that phone a little different, maybe. Yeah, well, maybe not. Whatever. I'll just hope it's aimed. Well, we went into it busted, broke, flat broke. Trudeau squandered billions of dollars. Like 800 billion were in the hole. Unprecedented, frightening. How are we ever going to dig our way out of that? What did we get for it? He throws money around the globe like, well, like it's not his. It's not. It's ours. In his very first speech, he said, oh, we're in the enviable position of having lots of resources to throw at this. No, we don't have any resources. We're broke. You spent it all, you simpleton. So what are we doing? Shut down the economy. Like, it's a flu. It's a virus, okay? You can't stop it. You know, we'd have locked the borders down day one, maybe. But then the virus is still out there, and we still develop no immunity to it. It's a virus. They get everybody scared half to death. And how many times has the media been caught red-handed blowing things out of proportion? You know, every day, you know, our town, our municipality, our county, our province, our country. Oh, the figures are rising. More people have COVID. Yeah, but still, the mortality rate is minuscule. There's been more people died of the regular flu than they have from COVID. And the fact is, it's here, and we can't stop it. These half measures are supposed to self-isolate for 2 weeks. Well, people still got to shop. They still got to buy all that toilet paper they think they need. Talk about being ineffective. And in fact, I'd argue they've exacerbated the problem. You know, you look at the lineups at the grocery store. Well, now they're all lined up out there. Oh yeah, they're keeping 6 feet apart. Sure they are. Meanwhile, they're handing out tickets. Some guy wants to go fishing on a canoe out in the middle of the lake. That makes sense. Let the guy go fishing. He ain't going to the grocery store. Reduce hours. Well, it just condenses the people. No, extend the hours. The grocery stores were open 24/7. But I go to work Thursday morning. They're lined up around the block from the superstore. Why? It's because they can only go in a few at a time and they're panic buying. The measures we've taken, it exacerbates the problem. Any attempt to, you know, flatten the curve on the virus, it goes, the thinking is totally backwards. Trudeau with his little speeches every day where he says nothing. I mean, literally. And you look at the questions the press asks him. Don't tell me they aren't pre-approved. He gets 2 or 3 questions. They throw one in once in a while. It's a bit of a softball question. The rest of them, and what press is there? Only the ones he lets. And again, how much of the media, how many times have they been caught? You go on the internet every day, there's post after post. Does anybody know anybody who knows anybody who knows anybody who's got COVID? Now, I'm not saying it's not out there. I'm not saying there aren't people sick, and I'm not saying there aren't people who haven't died from it. But you go back into recent history, H1N1, SARS, the mortality rate was higher on all of those, and some of them considerably higher, quite considerably higher than COVID. We didn't shut down the nation. The world didn't blow up, implode like it is. You go to somewhere where people go, oh, Italy, you know, oh, hundreds of thousands of people have COVID. Sure, but what percentage of them die? 1% at best? I mean, I'm not downplaying people losing loved ones, people dying. Don't take me wrong. But again, the mortality rate on this is it's minuscule. And we think we're globally connected with our devices here and stuff, and to a great degree we are. And everybody's confused, well, why is the whole world panicking then? Well, it's not just Canada that's panicking, it's everybody. Excuse me, well, no, it isn't really. Not really. You know, Sweden isn't panicking. There's a bunch of other countries who aren't. It's a virus. It has to go work its way through. Mother Nature's 7-year rabbit disease. We're overpopulated on this planet. She keeps throwing stuff at us to thin the ranks. We keep battling back. Okay, well, we're, can't fix that overnight, the whole global overpopulation thing, but it's a virus. I had the H1N1. It almost killed me. I didn't think I was going to pull through. Man, I woke up the next day, well, I'm alive. Wow. Hey, I made it. Again, what was its mortality rate? I should have looked it up before I started this blurb, but it was like 7%. COVID's like 1 or less. Again, why are we destroying our economy, screwing up everything? You know, you can't buy non-essential stuff. We're on the brink of financial ruination before this happened. We want to exacerbate that by shutting down, you can't buy anything except toothpaste and toilet paper. What kind of thinking is that? So then we pour money out. Oh, okay, here's a $2,000 check. Go stay at home. Woohoo, partay. Well, I don't get to stay at home. I'm in a, what do they call it? A necessity industry, whatever the term is. I get any money. So the people who do, whoa, hey, Trudeau's handling it good. Yeah, I get a paid vacation. Buying votes again. And what's the tab? What's the money? And, well, someone...
Scott?
Yeah?
I'm just heading to Walmart. I left Whalen tied up because he's full of mud, but if he barks when you go in, I guess he can go in if you want.
Okay, Connie.
Thanks, hon.
Yeah. Sorry, dog issue there. So where was I? Yes, the economy. Oh yeah. Everybody gets $2,000 to stay home and party. So some people are going to think, yeah, that's a good way to handle the crisis. Well, what percentage of the population has truly gone into self-isolation for any period of time to flatten the curve? Well, we didn't get the big spike in the curve everybody said. Mainstream media blows out of proportion. Hospitals overwhelmed. Dude walks out there with his phone and goes, it's the dead zone. Nobody's moving. Enough of that going on all over the place. You gotta believe it. These things aren't swamped. The sheeple, new phrase, sheeple. I like it. Disgusts me, but I like it. So basically, he's throwing $2,000 at everybody a month, keeps them happy. Now, obviously, a lot of people are going to screw up with that. They're not going to keep the money and pay their rent. You're going to get taxed on that $2,000 at the end. There's no tax off the top. You set $600 aside, or you really only get 14. You owe 6 in taxes. So that $2,000, that's both short and long term buying you, the peasant, who got the $2,000. The short term, well, that's obvious. Longer term, yeah, you got a big tax bill. Today he's having another stab at a dictatorship. First it was the War Measures Act. Today it's the Emergency Measures Act. Trudeau wants a dictatorship. How anybody can not see that, how anybody could argue with it, how anybody could say he has anything other than his own agenda. They're the SNC Lavalin scam. Oh, it's all out there, people. And it's become common knowledge. So, the COVID's fallen in his lap. It's going to play out one of two ways as far as it works for him politically. He'll keep us cowed and buffaloed until we're so fucked up as a nation, we end up with a, well, cut through nationalism to socialism to a dictatorship. Or the people are going to get smart, and a lot of them are. I see it on the internet. People are saying, "Well, no, I'm not going to put up with this. No, fuck that. I'm going to the park. If you give me a ticket, I'll burn it." And that's going to increase over the next month because people are sick of it now, and they're going to the grocery store and they're saying, "Well, this isn't working. This whole isolation, separation things. Even if you don't consider it a farce, how can you think it's working?" And as much as they can pump out their statistics and the media can inflate things and whatnot, people are saying, no, there's been no big spike. This curve business, all of it, it's all fuzz-gometry. It's bullshit. This isn't working. I'm not playing anymore. You suppose maybe that's why he's mobilizing the army? I mean, he's mobilized the army, or the armed forces, here in Canada. The reserves, they get a stripe and away they go. But I think you can even hire on. You can walk in and say, yeah, you guys need help. Here I am. I'll join the new Gestapo. Yeah, that's why they're out there. Does the armed forces need to be moving tanks across the country and armored personnel carrier? I mean, you don't shoot a virus with a tank. Wake up, people. The COVID virus, it is what it is. It's going to claim however many of us it claims. The virus, that's all it is. It's a virus. Like any other. There'll be another one come along. Our haircut at the helm wants to be a dictator, and he's utilizing this COVID virus to the best of his ability to manipulate us. Not only manipulate us, he's working us, taking away our rights and beating us down and removing a normal functioning society. He's eroding a normal functioning society as hard and fast as he can. Again, this is a second power play to just jump right up to a dictatorship. I don't think it's going to fly today. Lord help us if it does. But in the meantime, he's chipping away, and he's making a pretty good job of it. Look at the parliament, the people he surrounded himself with and his party, his advisors, his staff. Where did these people come from? They didn't rise through the rank and file. He just plopped them in there. Shades of Nazism. Nazis, again. Or any other country that is, there's been a lot of reference to Venezuela. How, in a half a decade, it went from being a prosperous, oil flush country to an inflation rate that's like 1,000,000 to 1. It's a cesspit. You don't want to be in Venezuela. You'd be better off in the depths of Colombia. Your life expectancy would be about the same. Any dictatorship has ever been formed, there are steps along the route. It doesn't deviate much. He's past the preliminary steps. The first step is destroying us financially. He's proceeding along ever since. So, what's going to happen next? I don't know. A lot of these people's groups are saying, hey, let's pick, June 12th. Everybody go out, just walk down the street and say, nah, it's too many of us for you to arrest or give a ticket because we're too close together. Fuck this shit, this isolation stuff, quarantine, whatever you want to call it. It's not working. Flu's been here for, by that time, 6 months now. It is what it is. I want my business open so I can make money, so I don't go fucking broke and become dependent on the state, at which point in time, I'm not a free citizen anymore. So, that's my take on it all, people. And, I don't know, we're supposed to have an election in the fall sometime. I'm not so sure you're going to see that happen. Let's hope the hell we do, but I don't think it's going to fly. This guy has a plan, and it's going just a little too damn well his way for my thinking. I don't have the answers, but there's too many sheeple out there ignoring reality The reality is, we're in big trouble. And this guy's got to go. So whatever part it is you can do to play that, even if it's just peeping and squeaking like I do, but if you can wake up another sheeple down the road, I mean, I try and pick one every day at work. You aware of what's going on? Well, I'm self-isolating when I go home. What do you mean you're self-isolating? You work, you're here, I'm standing here talking to you. Yeah, but, you know, I try and shop quick and then stay at home more. Yeah, okay. So that means you talk to 50 people a day instead of 75. Yeah, okay. Don't buy the virus bullshit. For God's sakes, don't buy the fucking haircut at the Helms crap. His agenda, if you can't see it, I don't know. If you can't see what he's up to, it must just be an argument for selective breeding. Anyways, that's my ramble for today. Take care.